This is just a quick one to think about. As we were just thinking about these NASA astronauts stuck in space, let's look at their latest spacesuits. According to Wikipedia, a spacesuit is a garment worn to keep a human alive in the harsh environment of outer space vacuum and temperature extremes. They include more protection from the harsh conditions of space, such as protection from micrometeoroids and extreme temperature change. Here are some bullet points. Harsh environment of outer space, the vacuum of space, temperature extremes, protection from micrometeoroids, the soft pressure garment's natural tendency to stiffen against the vacuum, and a self-contained oxygen supply and environmental control system. So here we are with a picture of Sunny Williams and Butch Wilmore during a mission dress rehearsal. Do these suits look like they will protect against the harsh environment of outer space? The slightest tear in a vacuum would not slowly leak, time enough to get the duct tape out, but would be explosive. Bang! And you're gone. And if you're going to say these were not designed for working outside in a vacuum, well, okay, let's look at one that definitely was. Here is the Apollo spacesuit worn by astronaut Buzz Aldrin on Apollo 11. And whilst we're at it, let's check out the reflection in his visor. Clearly, the shadow in the first picture is forward and to his right. Therefore, the light source must be from behind him and over his left shoulder. But look at the brightness on his left inside leg, which should be in shadow despite reflection off his right leg. The only light source on the moon should be from the sun. If the light source is behind him, how can he be so well lit up from his front that he is reflecting clearly off his visor, which should be in complete darkness if the light source is behind him? And from a camera which was strapped to Neil Armstrong's chest with no viewfinder, and over which he had little control in framing the picture, setting the focus, or indeed setting the exposure time. All I will say is that this photo does not make sense and leaves you with a lot to think about. And if that is the case, it makes you think hard about whether this is taken in the vacuum of space at all. And he is not blown up like a balloon, which would become hard and its surface incapable of movement. Finally, that environmental backpack. Apart from the cooling fluids, the oxygen, how long will it last? In diving, they are constantly looking at their gauges, checking how much is left. Any gauges anywhere on the suit? Any mention of the oxygen remaining in radio transmissions? Certainly things to think about.